I'm glad you joined us to craft together today. I hope you're having a wonderful summer and reading lots. This video is the first part of a three-part series on the Take and Make crafts, which can be picked up at the Dryden Southworth Library, the Lansing Community Library, and the Tompkins County Public Library. Today, we'll be working on making the animal fortune tellers, or cootie catchers. The envelope that you picked up from the library will look like this. Inside of this envelope, there are 3 sheets of paper, one in shades of blue or green, one in shades of red or orange, and one in shades of purple or navy blue. There are also some extra pieces in the bottom here. There are 2 sets of crab legs in tan, two fish fins in yellow, two crab claws in orange, and 2 pairs of octopus legs in a yellow-green. Inside the flap for extra supplies, there are sticker eyes and sticker labels. There are 8 sticker labels, and 3 pairs of sticker eyes. First, we're going to make the fortune teller base. I'm going to start with my blue sheet. We're going to fold this in half. So you go, make sure our corners are lined up, and then lay it down and crease it. So now, we have a crease right down the middle. Now we're going to rotate it, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to fold it in half, make sure our corners are lined up, then lay it down and crease it. Now we have 4 little squares in our big square. I'm going to lay this down, and we're going to take any corner and we're going to fold it into the middle. It should just touch the point where both of these lines that are halfway down the middle intersect. Now we're going to spin it and do the same thing. If you have a little bit of a place where it's not quite folded perfectly, you just scoot it in until it fits. I'm going to line it up and crease it, and then spin, line it up, and crease it. So far it should look like this. Now we're going to flip it over. So now we're on the back side, and we have an X on our paper. So we're going to lay it down so that X is facing up, and then the point where the X intersects, we're going to take our corner and we're going to fold it backwards so that it just touches onto that intersection point. So it should look like this. Now we're going to rotate it and do the same thing. And rotate and fold our triangle, fold our little point in the center, and then crease it. Do that all the way around until we've done all 4. You get a little wrinkle, just run your fingernail along the edge of your seam, and that should help it fold in a little bit straighter. This is your fortune teller base. Now, to get it to look like a fortune teller, I'm just going to fold it in a little bit and just give it a little bit of idea where it's going to go. And then see these little flaps here? These are where your fingers go. So we're going to put our finger in here. And then we're going to fold it a little bit. So it's like this. Put our finger in the other one. And then we're going to push it up a little bit. Might take a little encouragement. There we go. And then you want to make sure that it's gonna crease. So in the back here, you want to make sure that you pinch it a little bit so that you can push it together until you have 4 lines. Make this a little bit. It should look like this from the back side. And on the front side, looks like a fortune teller. Just give it a little straightening. So this is the base of your fortune teller. We're going to start with this blue. Remember, for you it's going to be either a shade of light blue or a medium blue, or a green. So we're going to grab our 2 yellow fins here, and these fins are going to fit onto your fish. I'm going to go just like this. So we're going to take one of our stickers, and there should be an edge, so you can just pull up that edge like this, and then put it onto your fin. So whatever side you put it on, make sure it's hanging off about halfway, like this. And then you're gonna choose any one of the pieces on your fortune teller. You're gonna put it onto your little flap here. So make sure that your sticky part is going onto the back side of this flap on your fortune teller. Let me spin it so y'all can see. So we're going to put it like this. And on the front, it's going to look something like this. If you don't like the way that looks, I think I put mine on upside down. There's like a bigger part and a smaller part. You can put the bigger part on top if you want. So that means that if this bigger part's on top, it's got to go on this side. I'm going to put it on the bottom part and then just put it on. You can have a little bit of your fin overlap onto your flap. So look like this. Now we're going to take our other fin and do the exact same thing. Make sure though that when you put the stickers on, it faces so that it's a mirror image, so it's opposite to your other fin. So if I put it on like this on one side, now I'm going to put it on like this on the other side. this. That my sticky side is on there. Can put big side up. Then I'm going to put it on halfway. It looks like this. And then I'm going to tack it on the inside of my fortune teller, on the inside flap, right here. And I want mine to be symmetrical. I'm going to do this, I guess, with hands. I'm going to put it like this, and however this one is, I want this one to look the same. Now my fish looks like this. It's missing something here. It's the eyes. So we're going to take our sheet of eyes. There should be 6 eyes on here, 3 pairs. And we're going to pick a pair of eyes, and then we're going to put it on our little fortune teller guy. I'm going to do the ones with the eyelashes. Yours might look different. And then I'm going to put it on. I want them to be facing slightly inwards. And I'm going to put them right in the middle there. There's one eye. Now I gotta put on the other eye. And there we go. If you want to be really picky and make it really symmetrical, you could use a ruler and mark how far away your eyes are from this point, and then you could take a protractor, which measures the angle, so how far around something is. And then you could make it from that line, on one side you could make the same exact line, and then figure out the angle from here to here. And then you could have your eye in the exact same rotation and an exact same position. But nature isn't necessarily perfect. So our fishy is going to look a little more natural if we have him just a little bit different. Now this is our fish animal fortune teller. And now we're going to work on the octopus, which is going to be either a pale purple or a dark purple, or a really dark navy blue. Now we have the octopus legs look like this. Now our octopus is facing forwards looking at us, so we're only going to get to see half of his legs. The other half are behind him. So if you have half of his legs, it are 4 legs. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have 8 legs on our octopus total. And in Latin, octo is a prefix, it's like the beginning part of a word. Octo means 8. So we have an 8-tentacled creature, and that is an octopus. I'm going to grab my sticker labels, grab 2 really. And then I'm going to peel one off on the backing. And then I'm going to put this part right onto my octopus leg, right in the middle there. And now I have 2 pairs, so I'm going to stick this one coming out the bottom. So this, I put it so that it's at the right in the middle, so it comes right off the point, and those are where my 2 octopus legs go. You could put yours on the bottom or the side or wherever you want. but that's where mine are going to go. Now we're going to take our other sticker label and put it onto our other octopus leg. Oops. Mine accidentally folded itself over. There we go. So you get it like this. Now we're going to take this leg and we're going to put it on in the same place, just like that. Now my octopus can swim. But he does need to see where he's going. So I'm going to take another pair of eyes and pull one of them off. Then I'm going to put them on to his head. There we go. And this is our octopus fortune teller. Now we have one left, and this is the crab. So our crab actually has two sets of parts. We have the claws and the legs. We're going to work on the legs first. I'm going to grab my sticker labels. I'm going to peel one off again. There we go. And stick it onto the octopus legs. It's going to be just like this. This is the back side, and this is the front side. So now I want to put this on the bottom of my crab. And I know that when I have my crab legs, I want them to face like this. So the longest one is on the outside. So I'm just going to hold my guy all together here like this. Then I'm going to stick this on the very bottom side. Like this. And if you don't like how this sticks out here, you can just peel it off a little bit and then poke it out further inside, and voila! That's one pair, one set. And now we're going to take our other sticker and peel it off its backing. Do the same thing, except now I want a mirror image. So I know that I have to end up like this. So if this has to go here, it's going to be like this. And I have to have my sticky backing on the back side, and it sticks there. And I know it's got to stick onto this. It's got to be like this. So if you're having trouble figuring out which way it wants to face, just turn your legs around a couple times, figure out how you want it to face, and then figure out how you're going to get there. Then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to flip it over so I can see how to make it symmetrical. So we have lining up there. There we go. So now I'm going to turn it around. And our crab has 6 legs. Now you might notice that this is a little bit cramped on the bottom here. It's certainly not too many legs. Crabs have 6 legs and 2 claws. You can always just tilt this out a little bit Make it fit just a little bit better. And then we're going to take our last two eyes, and I'm going to put it on. I'm going to face these a little bit inwards, so that he's looking down at you, at the answers that are written on them, wondering which one you're going to choose. And there we go. It's a little crooked. And our crab is complete. Well, not quite. Sure, he has legs, sure he has eyes, but the way that crabs grab their food is with their pinchers. It's also the way that they make sure that their territory is secure from others. So these claws are what keep the crabs safe and what get them food. Very important. So we're going to take our last two stickers, set them around here, and we're going to put them under our claws. Peel off the backing and stick it on, right on, so our point is like this. Now this side has to go in, and I want my claws, when I have my crab here, I want the claws to stick up a little bit like he's waving hi. So I'm just going to put them so they're sticking up just a little bit at an angle. But you might think that that looks kind of funny. If you've ever seen a picture of a crab, you'll notice why. Generally, crabs have the smaller of the two parts of their claw on the top side. This gives them a little bit more, makes them more dexterous. And dexterous means that they're able to do things with greater precision, and they can do more types of things. And sometimes it even means that they can do things faster. And when you're trying to get to the food first, that's always important. Now I'm going to take my other sticker piece and peel it apart. Now I know that I want to have my claw on top, and I want it to face this way, and I want my sticker to face like this. This is just how the other claw worked. So now that I know what it's got to look like, I just pinch it together and then put it on. I'm going to tip it up a little bit so that it looks like the other one. And there we go. Our crab is all done. So where can we use our fortune tellers? You can use the same pattern and put any fortunes inside of it. It's really fun to play with friends and figure out what their fortune of the day is. Make sure to keep reading this summer and have fun with your new friends. Enjoy your fortune tellers and feel free to share the video with your family and friends, and check out the other fun things to do in 4-H at sharethefair.org. As Rachel Anders says, the journey of a lifetime starts with the turning of a page. Turn many pages this summer and begin your journey. Happy reading!